Hello. As you can see, we are today not playing any game. I just find this video on YouTube a random research, and I decide to watch. And I think I want. I think everyone should be watch this one video. Yes. And I'm further into. You're going to understand when you can see this one. And I'm
A
going to put my own thoughts on this, as you can see in the title.
Chinese VTuber by the name of Porine has uploaded her first video in roughly 6 months. Her
Yes.
absence, the result of her being a victim of human an experience she shared in her most recent video uploaded to Bilibili.
And then hearing someone call out to her. Turning, some people came up to her saying, "Your internet IP was hacked. We are police and you must come with us to make a statement." And before she could do anything,
Yes.
they took her away in a van.
So after that, they drove to a faraway village. I don't even know where it is. And I was sold to a mid-age auntie. That auntie always ordered me about. She beats me or scolds me if I didn't do well, and that auntie happens to smoke. It's okay if she smokes, the problem is that she doesn't have an ashtray, so she would put her cigarettes out on my own arm.
I know it's already become very, as you can see. This is why I recommend. As you can see, this is already begun. I'm pretty sure you already get a begin the idea of what's going on. Let's just watch this video. You're going to understand.
Rescued me. Maybe it's a silver linings, though I lived in that place for 6 months without any contacts with the world, have some minor injuries, and I have no idea what happened these days. I am back on streaming, I am still optimistic. It doesn't bother me.
Bailin Porin was a small Chinese corpo VTuber who made her entry on the scene as part of the first generation of a brand new agency called Mofu-F. As was customary back then, she released an introduction video on September 24th, 2021. 4 days later, a music video that showcased her remarkable singing skills was released. Porin then officially debuted on Bilibili on October 4th. As much effort as she put in her videos and stream, she didn't get much traction though. But being a VTuber was her dream, and so she persevered. But on November 1st, 2021, Bailin Porin posted her last message before suspending her activities and disappearing for several months.
Yes.
People started to question, where is Bailin? But the agency she belonged to, Mofu-F, remained strangely silent on the matter and did not make any kind of official statement regarding her activities.
Remember, this point is going to be important in the later video. I'm going to explain it.
For nearly half a year. No one hears a single word from Bailin for about 6 months. But on May 4th of the next year, things change. Bailin Porin suddenly reappears. She makes a community post on Bilibili announcing her return to streaming and resumes her activity as if nothing happened. She updates her Bilibili feed and conducts live streams on Bilibili for about 3 days. But of course, the questions didn't die down. Her fans kept on pressing her for answers until she realized she wouldn't be able to ignore this any longer. And so on May 21st of 2022 at 5:05 p.m., she decided to drop a video where she explains where she's been this whole time. And what she revealed in that video was something no one could have expected. In that video, Porin reveals the harrowing incidents she went through.
大家好，我卖了。
And then she tearfully explains how she got kidnapped and ruthlessly suffered abuse after being sold to a middle-aged woman, a woman whom she refers to as auntie, who forced her to do some manual work and used her to put out cigarettes on her arm.
那是一个乌漆嘛黑的夜晚，是我们当时正走在回家的路上，然后当时就听见后面有人在喊睡魔，然后睡魔就回了回头，然后他们就几个人直接围上来说，你家的网络 IP 被人去盗用了，我们是警察，你要跟我们去做一下口供，然后还没有等睡魔怀疑，他们就直接咔邦一下把睡魔拉进了面包车。然后睡魔当时还是有手机的，然后睡魔当时也没有怀疑，因为是警察也不太好怀疑嘛。然后就被拉进面包车，然后当时睡魔还发信息给朋友说，我现在在警车上，回去再给你祝生日祝福。然后 这就是圣罗的最后临别之言了，然后把圣罗带到了一个从来都不知道在哪的地方。在那里被卖给了一个中年的阿姨，然后那个阿姨天天使唤圣罗，然后做的不好就要打骂呀，然后那个阿姨还抽烟，她抽烟，她就算了，她连烟灰缸她都不舍得买，她往圣罗的手臂上灭烟。
And then she explains how she has been cut off from the world during her abduction and how she escaped the situation.
I'm one point of something. At that time, I think she was 15. I just point out something. Wanna say? As you can understand how serious this was.
有时候就是虽然出去的很少吧，但是她会出去，就是找到了一个特定的时间点出去，但是还是没有逃成功，只能说还是没有逃成功。就是本来是我们都以为自己的一辈子就要在那里过了，但是没想到就差不多半年之后，就是现在睡梦回来差不多这个时间，被警察救出来了。就说是看着很像失踪人员名单上的一个某个人，然后就给救回来了。虽然这算是什么呢？这算是不幸中的万幸。
Around the time this video drops, another shocking news story of A-level wanted list of 6 human travelers starts going around. 3 of them have already been arrested, and the other 3 are still on the run, which ends up giving a lot of weight to Porin's story. And even though she didn't provide any evidence in her video, people rallied behind her in support of the traumatic event she went through. During that time, her popularity skyrocketed, making her the most popular VTuber on Bilibili, surpassing even Vox Akuma. The video's popularity soared rapidly, with views reaching 800,000 in a short period. In a matter of days, her follower count surged from less than 1,000 subscribers to an impressive 25,000. After the video was released, most netizens expressed sympathy for Baylin's misfortune, offering comfort and consolation in the comment section of her post. However, the next day, netizens started to harbor doubts. After all, Baylin had not provided any evidence to her crazy story, and many started to question the claim.
I'm gonna say honestly, this is where it's starting to get pretty messed up. Like, pretty messed up.
That Baylin's Porin's 6-month absence from broadcasting was actually due to her being On May 21st, Bilibili's ghost animal VTuber from the Novo channel released a video directly refuting Baylin Porin, claiming that her self-proclaimed trafficking was a complete lie. After the video's release, Novo channel raised 2 more points of suspicion. First, that some posts from March were liked, and this was supposed to be in the period where she was kidnapped. But this could also be due to them being pinned posts. Secondly, how could someone who claimed to have been cut off from the outside world for half a year be so familiar with the winter flower meme, which only became popular in February and March of this year? And so for context, the winter flower meme that popped off in February to March is from a song that became highly popular. And Baylin had came back and made a joke referring to that tweet on her very first return stream. So if Baylin truly did not have access to the internet, how did she know about that meme? Following this,
I want to point out something. This is my personal experience. I don't want to say this to, like, in this situation like this happened or not. But like he said, that how can you know the meme if she wasn't internet for 6 months? I wasn't internet for 1 week. I remember it. My internet connection was gone, so I don't know much about it. But I think I know about some of them mean because there were some popular, like some of them. To be honest, I really don't know what I'm saying. I really don't know what I can say about this. Really.
Novo channel was criticized and reported by Baylin's fans and some passerby. This video sparked a massive internet conflict and divided the fan base between the skeptics and the believers. The ones who mistrusted her were victim blaming after this girl had went to very traumatic events, and the believers were easily convinced individuals who blindly believed anything.
That's a good point, Siraz. Like, people can believe anything nowadays. Yeah, really, anything. Whether any information is searching. And that's very messed up. Not gonna lie.
Soon after, though, the Novo channel claimed that the video was deleted by Bilibili, and the channel goes completely silent. However, the automatic reply message left on their Bilibili account was thought-provoking. I cannot provide screenshots of the chat history at this time. If necessary, please try contacting me again for a manual response. She was not traumatic, but was sent to a cult-like organization similar to Yuzhang Academy. The suicide attempt shown in the video is staged, but it is true that she was completely isolated from the outside world for 6 months. The blurry QQ chat records are authentic. The timestamps embedded in QQ chat history cannot be fabricated with Photoshop. My questioning of her story is valid, but her actual experience is indeed distressing, and she should not be subjected to further pressure. Please remain calm and objective. And
She was abused, and all the things she said in video, half of the abuse that she suffered is true. But let's just go. After this video, I'm going to show you guys some comment section. In that, you might get a better idea from that.
wait for the release of a new video with further information. Neither side should be driven by a self-righteous sense of justice. There's a lot to unpack here, but basically Yuzhang Academy is a Chinese school that faced allegations of using cruel and inhumane methods to cure internet addiction in teenagers. Former students that went there have reported being beaten with iron rulers, whipped with steel cables, and locked naked in windowless cells for extended periods. The camp charges a hefty fee and targets parents desperate to address their children's internet addiction. The academy was shut down in 2017 after several reports of abuse and detention, and the perpetrators got sentenced for a meager 2 years in prison with
Meager 2 years. I don't know about Chinese law and government, so I can say anything about this. But 2 years. The world is messed up.
5-year ban from the education sector. So what the Novo channel was alleging is that Porin was sent to a similar academy to Yuzhang Academy, which would explain her loss of internet access and abuse allegations, but not that she was technically abducted. To add another layer to this, a screenshot of a private chat purportedly with Bailin Porin herself had gone viral on Bilibili. It details a conversation between Bailin and one of her friends. I was abused by my parents. It's like a school similar to a juvenile detention center. 6 months of mental torment. I don't want to go back. Reply on D site. She attempts to lighten the mood with a laugh. The other question that was raised is why did the kidnappers not take her phone away immediately? They let her send a single text message, according to the retelling of her story. That doesn't really make sense. And another point of contention that netizens raised is that the quote-unquote auntie she was sold to was described as a really stingy woman who wouldn't even bother to purchase an ashtray. But she decided to splurge on purchasing what is essentially a human slash mate.
If you guys think this isn't any normal, like why would she buy if she couldn't buy that? But I have to say, have you guys, I somehow researched about this kind of thing like in the past, like I did some research, like I can say in YouTube, but I did. So basically, it's depend on the value and how much useful they can be. Like as you can see, the child was far more useful than that cigarette, whatever you call that stray. Or to be honest, they don't even care. It's matter depend on marketing strategy. Like I'm just saying my own point here.
Response to the netizens' doubts, Mofu F, her agency, started heavily moderating theirs and Baylin's account. Any comment.
And I'm gonna point you out something. Like I said, please no, it's not the time. I see the video and I'm gonna in half of the time the agency is talking, not her. They don't even let to KFI association and even let her subtell everything. This agency somehow came in and just telling everyone. everything. They are not even let her do anything. Like I noticed this. Like again, the agency is answering. Why don't they let her do that? She could explain very better.
In the comment section that questioned the authenticity of Baylin's trafficking or even demanded a thorough investigation of the matter were promptly deleted. Finally, on May 22nd, Mofu F decides to drop a statement to clarify the matter. Baylin's last offline period was from October 27, 2021 to May 4, 2022, when she resumed online activity. After discussions with Bailin, we decided to publicly clarify the reasons for her absence. On May 21st, we entrusted Bailin to explain the situation. Due to the unexpected surge in online discussion and the agency's initial lack of preparation, we sincerely apologize to everyone for any concerns caused by this incident. We are deeply grateful for everyone's concern for Bailin and other parties involved. Considering the mental health of those involved, we have decided to take a temporary break. Bailin is a kind and passionate girl, which is why she returned to the VTuber industry. We are very grateful for everyone's support for Bailin and hope that everyone will not dwell on this matter. Our entire team sincerely hopes that Bailin can bring her dreams to life soon. But the statement had a problem. Her agency claimed she was absent from October 27th to May 4th. But if you look at Bailin's Boren's post, she posted on September 1st, 2021, which is after the supposed last contact with her agency. So the timelines didn't add up. It actually caused even more speculations and more outrage. Internet sleuths started asking questions, rats started forming, and the agency quickly took down the post. After Bailin released a video on May 21st, the incident of the virtual streamer being attracted media attention, particularly from Hong Kong and Taiwan media outlets at first. And then slowly, it became a matter of national news. On May 23rd and May 25th, Yahoo Taiwan and Hong Kong's Oriental Daily News respectively reported on the incident, raising public awareness of human
Or also, point out, I want to say something. It's about you're gonna get more messed up. I'm warning you. It's about to get more.
in China, which had become a hot topic at the time. Now, it would be an understatement to say that Taiwan and China have had political tensions and baggage in the past, and so it's no surprise to find these articles written from a highly critical lens. Specifically, this event took place at a critical juncture amidst the ongoing discussions about hysteria in China. And this is reflected in this Chinese article that showcases diverse reactions from netizens, ranging from complete belief in her story to skepticism and surprise that worse did not occur to her. To provide some context regarding why was a prominent issue in China and why the country was perceived as dangerous, let me share two stories that received national attention during that time. The first one was the Xuzu chained woman incident, which was also a case of human trafficking, but also of false imprisonment, and severe mistreatment. This story gained attention on
Damn. China's really is messed up, bro. That's very messed up.
January 22nd, after a video of a woman chained to a wall and who had given birth to 8 children went viral in China, sparking a significant public outcry. Due to strict political control and censorship media in China, many of the country's top investigators had left, and netizens who demanded answers had to dig up into the story themselves. Some were even arrested during their investigation.
You're definitely trying to hide something.
But what really had a lasting impact into the audience's skepticism from law enforcement services was when local authorities attempted to cover up the human trafficking claims on January 28th by saying that the woman had actually been
Remember the points he raised, how local authority was right to. I won't even say this, but remember this point.
married to a local man and was just mentally ill. They basically tried to dismiss the case. However, mounting pressure forced them to conduct a second investigation, which led to several incarcerations, including her alleged husband. This story really put a limelight on the issues of human trafficking of rural women and children in China, and this topic was at the center of discussion around that time. It also made it so people mainly distrusted what was presented to them and felt like authorities could not be trusted to tell them the truth.
PR, bro. PR. The reputation, right? I think I'm pronouncing right. If I'm sorry. If I'm pronouncing anything wrong, just correct me. That's it.
Secondly, a story of a VTuber exploitation faced public scrutiny around May 10th. The most popular VTuber idol group in China, A-Soul, experienced a sudden departure of a group member named Carol, saddening viewers. However, as netizens slowly learned the truth, this sadness turned into widespread outrage as they learned more about the whole story when Carol started to post on his personal account about workplace abuse and bullying from management. They allegedly weren't even paid.
Yes. This is how YouTuber management in China's go. Remember this viewpoint, just like I said.
1% of their revenue, but a mere 0.5% of their subscription base. That's insane. If you guys want to know more about the story, let me know in the comments below, and I will probably release a video about it in the next few weeks. Anyway, the whole point of all of this is to showcase that VTubers very rarely made the news in China. But the combination of the ASOL scandal and the chained woman human trafficking cover-up controversy made it so Bailin's story was propelled to the forefront of national news, attaining unprecedented prominence and resonating far beyond the initial scope anyone would have anticipated. So now that the story is getting foreign attention, China also wants to look into it.
And just guess what they did. No, just guess. And I'm going to put my own theory. Remember what I'm about to. If I'm. Let's just begin. You guys see.
After all, this is putting a negative light on both VTubers and the country itself. So police launched
Yes. Reputation, just like I said, their image.
their own investigation. And as the story gains traction day by day, it gets put under intense scrutiny. But mostly netizens start to question, why are VTuber agencies so bad? Why do so many awful things happen to VTubers? As the rare occasions they heard about virtual idols were these two stories.
It's because people are just some dumb and most idiot creature. Humans being are just sometimes human being can be so cool and that's disgusting that I sometimes doesn't believe myself. Um, I'm so angry about this.
More
I'm sad.
questions and theories arise. People start pointing out that the agency actually never made an announcement when Bailin disappeared. In fact, they had ignored it, and they didn't seem worried at all until she came back. It was
They don't care. It's my personal thought, but I don't think agency care about her. This is my personal thought, okay? I don't think agency care about her. The only reason why they even do that, starting to, because she get popular, the image, just like I said. After she get popular, they decide to somehow pressure it. Listen,
only then that they finally decided to post an announcement. That was pretty suspicious. Another theory that surfaced around the time was that the quote-unquote auntie was just a transit point because of the quote-unquote stock pressure that happened at the time, either due to COVID lockdown or because of police investigating human trafficking.
No!
But on May 31st, 2022, around 8 p.m., things were going to drastically change. Mofu F's account posted an update stating that after an investigation by them and the police, it was confirmed that Bailin's parents' claim of being trafficked was fabricated, and they
there wasn't. The abuse did happen. The abuse did happen. I want to point it out that.
issued a clarification regarding the false information. On May 21st, 2022, the account Bailin Foreign released a video titled
As you guys notice how the company is answering police, the Bailing doesn't even chance to get talk and explain herself because the agency have to protect his image, right? And they just destroy a fucking children's life. I'm so angry about this.
About my disappearance for half a year and being trapped. No! After police verification, the content of the video is untrue. This has occupied public resources and brought negative social impact. We sincerely apologize. That same day, a popular Bilibili police influencer by the name of Jiangning's Granny, who usually weighs in on different topics involving police investigations, as he's also part of the Nanjing police, posted on Weibo as an insider, revealing more info on the investigation. He reposted the update, confirming the police investigation was indeed true, and added, "No need to overthink this. You don't have to worry about whether it's true or not. The police investigated immediately and even provided assistance. It was quite a hassle, involving many different locations. In the end, there was no such case. As for other matters, let's leave it at that. Tomorrow is Children's Day. Everyone enjoy the holiday, and let's end this here." At the end of the statement, when users commented, "Will there be any arrests? Shall we expect any official announcement?" Jianing Granny's reply was mysterious. He said, "Please really consider what my last sentence means." Users commented, "Will there be..." There was no...
Like I said, listen to my last thing he said. This is my own theory. Just my own theory, okay? I don't know much China system, government, how they work, but this is my own theory. Tomorrow is Children's Day. As you can see, they pressure it down. They use her as a scapegoat. I believe it. I believe. I don't know. I just my own theory, okay? Yeah, tomorrow is Children's Day. This is my own theory. I believe that the abuse did happen. They just like I said, Children's Day. They don't want to pressure it that they need to PR the image. They need to care, right? So they favor it. They just, I don't even have a right word how to say this, but I hope you're getting it.
Such case. As for other matters, let's leave it at that. Tomorrow is Children's Day. Everyone enjoy the holiday, and let's end this here.
Children's Day. Remember, guys, if there's a holiday, they won't want any disturbance to happen, right? So they're just going to.
Here. At the end of the statement, when users commented, "Will there be any arrest? Shall we expect any official announcement?" Jianing Granny's reply was mysterious. He said, "Please really consider what my last sentence means." He was indeed hinting that Porin was a minor. That statement attracted more than 3,000 comments in just one day. This also explains why he couldn't comment further on the case and why he didn't say anything about Bailin facing charges. It also kind of corroborates the whole juvenile school theory. Speculations swirled even further with these new revelations. In China, you are allowed to hire minors
So basically, what about going to be happening? You guys going to see this now.
to work in VTubing agency as long as they're 16 years old. But in Porin's introduction video, she introduces herself as a 15-year-old character. Was she really 15 or just canonically 15? We don't really know. But if that was the case, people now wondered if it was actually the agency who had hidden her away for half a year until she did turn 16 so she could resume her broadcasting activities.
Now.
Balin's Porin's Bilibili account was then permanently banned by Bilibili.
Her dream was crushed. Everything was destroyed. Why? She doesn't deserve this. Believe me, she doesn't.
And Porin's video detailing her being published on May 21st was promptly deleted. And that was the fall of the first domino, setting off a chain reaction that would bring the end of Porin's rise in popularity. On June 1st, 2022, Bilibili's official account issued a notice informing the public of Bailin's misconduct in fabricating her experience to gain
The abuse wasn't a lie. I'm just going to point out that.
traffic. They also announced the launch of a platform-wide investigation into MCNs, which is what most VTuber agencies are constituted of. And with a statement that rang so strangely similar as her agency's corrective statement, with words such as disrupting the normal order of the community and negative social impact, they strongly condemned her actions. Recently, the UP Porin fabricated a story about being trapped in a video, which caused widespread concern among users and a great deal of social discussion. On May 31st, her affiliated MCN agency confirmed through other channels that the UP had fabricated the story and used deceptive methods to gain traffic, violating the basic principle of authenticity for UPs, disrupting the normal order of the community.
I'm not even going to say anything about this because I'm pretty sure I'm just going to cancel.
And causing serious negative social impact. According to community rules, we have permanently banned her account. We will also launch a platform-wide investigation into MCN agencies regarding issues of false content. Once any violations are found, we will take actions and impose corresponding penalties. Furthermore, the community will continue to crack down on related content, including fabricating stories, spreading rumors, and malicious hype. We will gather.
So basically, they just make her as you can see, a liar. Like they basically use her as a scapegoat. Made her a bad guy in this story. How a victim treated in China.
And investigate related content and permanently ban accounts that create and spread unverifiable information. The community will also participate in and support relevant investigations by law enforcement agencies to help maintain order and healthy environment within the community. Following the incident, apart from the announcement issued on May 31st, her agency remained silent. The planned recruitment.
Why the fuck agency is talking? Why didn't you let her talk it? I'm pretty sure she was explained pretty well. Of course the adult has to do it. They don't even let her talk. Like in this entire story I see in this video, after the video she not even came and say anything. Like they don't let her talk her. They don't let her talk her. Just why the I just so angry about this.
Recruitment of new virtual livers has been halted. Among its VTubers, beside Balin Porin, who was now permanently banned, and Sakura Kano, who had previously announced a long-term hiatus due to internal disagreements, the live streaming activities of the other two VTubers within the agencies have also been completely suspended without any notice. Western content creators who had been following the story also reported on the matter, but of course, after the recent events that had transpired in China, they showed a little bit more skepticism towards the CCP reports, which is fair, and that's where the Western coverage of the story pretty much ends. But things don't
Yes, this is where the Western side and
stop from escalating in Asia. After the video was proven to be fabricated on June 1st, Phoenix News Media's video department reported the incident on its official Weibo account as well. One segment in particular caused another set of controversy amongst the communities. It said, "It is reported that the VTuber owner used a female voice in the video. The video is 5 minutes and 53 seconds long. Because of the wording of the article claiming she was using a female voice, this caused a whole new set of allegations against Sporin. Through a game of telephone, multiple news articles
people just saying that she did that, they didn't, without even knowing anything. Let her first came and clear herself. Let her tell us. You guys, people, humans are so dumb. I forgot that.
also started reporting on this topic, and the story focus changed. Now, it was not only that she faked her kidnapping, but she also faked
The abuse wasn't fake.
being a woman. Her aunties went even harder at her. They wanted to see her punished. This article states, "The kind of man pretending to be a woman drama is undoubtedly more interesting than a scam related to human."
No!
As a result, another group of netizens were attracted to pay attention to this matter. After that, there was also a debate on gender issues in the comment section of Weibo, which is common. Eventually, an article sets the record straight. According to Weibo users, Porin is indeed a woman. Even the so-called voice changer is just a common way for VTubers to make their voice sounds more appealing during live broadcast.
Yes. And if you think this is a lie, you just go and see some of the VTubers and you listen. They actually use voice chains to make their voice even more, as you can see, appealing.
Similar to turning on the beauty filter
This is one of the important things for VTuber, so they can change their voice and make it more appealing.
when taking photos. Throughout this whole saga, Porin's gender had changed several times from female to male and then from male back to female. This one incident had given rise to countless opposing views and conflicts between different camps. As the story was initially centered around human trafficking, the narrative unexpectedly transformed into a tale of deception, gossip, and lies. something that brought a whole new wave
Basically, people starting to bully her. Sad.
of onlookers to join the discussion, for better or for worse. Amidst the backlash of people calling out for Balin to get punished for fabricating lies, a
That wasn't a complete lie. That wasn't.
lawyer speaks out on the matter and told reporters that since the account fabricated false content, violated the platform regulations, and more,
In all of this time, she wasn't even a chance to scare fight things. She wasn't even a chance to say things for herself. Sometimes company came out to talk for her. A lawyer came out to talk to her. Let her speak. She will. This don't even let her talk. Like basically, they basically use it as a scapegoat and make her the bad guy. Like people love this kind of thing, dude. She really doesn't deserve this.
the platform should strengthen the management and maintain the atmosphere and environment of the platform. Also, in the case of spreading rumors intentionally disturbing public order, the public security organs may impose on the perpetrator a detention of 5 days or more than 10 days.
I have a feeling that the authority only care about public opinion. They don't care about who's true, who is right, who's wrong. It's just my personal opinion. I don't know how the things work in there. That's my personal opinion. Okay, this is what I say.
And may also impose a fine of up to 500 yuan. If the circumstances are less serious, the perpetrator shall be sentenced to less than 5 days of detention or a fine up to 500 yuan. By the end of this whole controversy, there was more support to have foreign ban than concern towards kidnapping attempts. To give you a scope of the amplitude of this,
They basically shift the attention. They just change the subject if I need to honest. This is my thought and my theory. Don't take it seriously or anything. I'm just saying my own thought and what I think.
as of July 10th, 2022, the related hashtag UP disappears for half a year and reveals being tracked and abused had 8.36 million views, and the hashtag Billy permanently bans UP for fabricating experience had 10.56.
I'm telling you, more than half of the people doesn't even know the entire truth. They just go with it. Like people, she was mentally destroyed completely. I really feel bad for her. She doesn't deserve this.
Million views, people and priorities. In the end, Lauren's claims caused some serious damage. According to this article on 1818.3, her lies caused the arrest of her agency owner. After she was released, she lied to the head of the society and said she was abducted. The identity information she provided was also false. She provided an identity of a college student, but in fact, she was underage. In 2001, the head of the association was persuaded
I don't believe agency doesn't know that. I'm pretty sure agency know how old she was.
to help produce and release the video of the alleged trafficking. Because the video received so many views, someone called the police, causing the group leader and the person in charge of making the video to be arrested. The society leader is still in custody. The police also asked the society leader to take down the video today. My friend deleted it. The family of the head of the association is also looking for a new lawyer to prepare for a lawsuit. This matter has already happened. Serious consequences have occurred. It is really hard to see many people blaming the community for being irresponsible. The club tried to contact her during the half year she was out of touch, but they couldn't get through, so they thought she was dead. The police
See, the abuse did happen. And because people, I don't even know what to say. I'm just
are still handling this matter, and the final result will definitely be reported by the police. Yes, but since it is not an important case, it may take quite some time. But today, Porin and Mofu F agency are gone and disappeared. Their tenure was short, and they were not able to survive the disastrous barrage of negative scrutiny this controversy had brought them. After
I can't even imagine what she was going through all this. Like a 15-year child. Damn. People really have no sympathy for anything. The humans,
all, the whole country was upset at them for disrupting public order.
disturbing public. I don't think half of the things in that video was lie. I don't know. I'm not saying that all I claim was true or something. I just say I don't think half of the things he said in the video were lie.
blame them for causing significant social impact. Obviously, foreign actors have had their own incentive to criticize China and cast suspicions on her authorities, so there's still a large amount of doubt around the matter outside of the country. But who is really telling the truth? Is this just another cover-up story, or did Boren really lie about her abduction? We may never know, but what is certain is that there were several details in her story that did not add up. Did she do it for views? It was the biggest growth she's ever had after all in her career, but it also got the opposite result with getting her channel terminated. Her account is now suspended, but weirdly enough, it's still there, available to be viewed, like a snapshot, stuck in time. In the end, this is just the story of another girl who was thrusted into the spotlight and just as quickly, immediately forgotten. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give a like,
After this,
comment, and subscribe. And make sure to head on to umarket.com for my 2 market to get your sweet.
let's just now go with that. I think this is enough. Okay, now let's go with comment section. What the comment had to say about this. And this is a channel, as you can see. Let's just go with comment section. For context, in China, everyone older is considered uncle and auntie. So her saying auntie is quite a simply her saying the older woman. Yeah, this is true. In Asia, most of the culture we people see uncle and auntie. Yeah, and this happened in my country, so I know. They're the same. Bro, being a VTuber in China is F horrible movie. Yeah, and yeah, this is one of the good comments. As you can see, the most depressing thing is people saying a story sounds too crazy to be true. But they just have to look into the human trafficking case. The before is sadly very rare. And the worst is that the people trust the officer's statement as if they were word of God's facts. They don't really drop her claim all that much. They see, if you think half of the story sound pretty ridiculous and untrue, bro, I have to say, go and search about this cases in cases like this, and you're going to understand half of the things they said. It makes sense because I see some of this type of cases. I remember it, and I was shocked. I can't believe my eyes something like this happened. Yes, happened. So I can. He was this guy said, yeah. Let's yeah, they were talking. Let's go newest one. Let's see what new people have to say. Hmm. This is another good point he raised. Like to those who think this is unbelievable, slavery exists in a country to exist in all part of the world. Just look at this. Sorry if I couldn't able to say that. My English isn't that good. I can just wait. As you can see, yeah, slavery. Yeah, they definitely use and made her the bad guy to save their own skin. And this is my speculation and my theory. This is my theory. Okay. Okay, just like it said, let's just see if this guy claim.
But the statement had a problem. Her agency claimed she was absent from October 27th to May 4th. But if you look at Bailin's Boren's post, she posted on September 1st, 2021, which is after the supposed last contact with her agency. So the timelines.
I'm not going to say anything. It's for you guys to talk. Thoughts. Wow. See, even he agreed with me on this one. Like, I hope too, buddy. As you can see his comment, you can read it in pause. And as you can see, the good comment. The classic China government investigation card. There's sorry, nothing's true. Yes. Laws suck. Nothing was done about this case besides bullshit arrest. India and the victim was still blamed and same her own community and country. As you can see, she really doesn't deserve this what happened to her. This guy put another good thing. See, so a VTuber get and the whole world cry, but I go through the same shit and none of you care. None of you. At some point, I'm not even gonna lie. When I see this video first time, I my first for some time I want to make this video. I really, but some in my mind was going on like I really should do something like this. Like this need attention. It really need to show you guys how horrifying this world can be and how injustice. As you can see, the comment section is here. See this guy put another good theory in there. I'm only timestamp sorry, but if this will come later, but I just want to throw out that there are schools are actually known for kidnapping these children and young people in the middle of the night, while the parents do pay for this to happen. The people came in the middle of the night. I can even say this, out of their beds or from the street, and parents' knowledge, with the parents' knowledge. So that if this was true, then yes, in her eyes, it was kidnappers. I fully believe that it actually happened, like she said, but that her parents paid for it to happen. If my theory is true, remember, this guy made a theory, doesn't know it's true. It's a theory, but he said something like this happened in the country. China is fucked up. They abuse, I'm pretty sure, the abuse did happen, and I feel bad for her. Like, literally, she doesn't deserve this. They just made her a bad guy and used her as a scapegoat. They realized that how can be so cruel? Like, how can humans be so? She was a child. She was just a kid. She doesn't even know. She just wanna be a YouTuber and wanna come into dream come true. I really feel bad for her. I just hope she just finds somewhere and have a strength. I just really hope she's fine. Just she's just fine. I just really hope she is fine and everything's fine with her. I don't even know what to say about this. I really don't know. Bye bye, guys. I don't even know. Bye bye. I'm not even moving.